Hey friends, hi, what's going on? This is Saad back again with another video, and in this video, I'm going to read a poem in front of you guys. I have a poem in front of me, which is written by one second, which is written by Livingston Larned. So today I'm going to read a poem to you guys. This is one of my favorite poems that I've read in my entire life. There are not a lot of poems that I've read, but this is definitely one of those few poems that I've read that really is very beautiful, touches my heart, touches my soul, and makes me feel very happy. And it literally gives me goosebumps every time I read this. This poem is written by Livingston Larned, and this poem is called Father Forgets. This is a very beautiful poem about the relationship of a father and a son. This is one of the best poems written on father and son relationship, and yeah, I think it is beautiful. So I just would like to read out to you guys here on this channel. Okay, let's start. Father Forgets. Listen, son, I am saying this as you lie asleep. One little paw crumbled under your cheeks, and the bond curly stickily wet on your damn forehead. I have stolen into your room alone just a few minutes ago. As I sat reading my newspaper in the library, a stifling wave of remorse swept over me. Guiltily, I came to your beside. There are the things I was thinking, son. I had been cross to you. I scolded you as you were dressing for school because you gave your face merely a dab with a towel. I took you to task for not cleaning your shoes. I called you angrily when you threw some of your things on the floor. At breakfast, I found fault too. You spilled things, you gulped down your food, you put your elbows on the table, you spread butter too thick on your bread. As you started off to play and I made off my train, you turned and waved a hand and called goodbye, Daddy. And I frowned and said, in reply, hold your shoulders back. Then it began all over again in the late afternoon. As I came up the road, I spied you down on your knees, playing with marbles. There were holes in your stockings. I humiliated you before your boyfriends by marching you ahead to me to the house. Stockings were expensive, and if you had to buy them, you would be more careful. Imagine that, son, from a father. And you remember later when I was reading in the library, you came in timidly, with a sort of hurt look in your eyes. When I glanced up over my paper, impatient at interruption, you hesitated at the door. What is it you want? I snapped. You said nothing, but ran across in one tempestuous plunge and threw your arms across my neck and kissed me, and your small arms tightened with affection that God had sent blooming in your heart and which even neglect could not wither. And then you were gone, battering up the stairs. Well, son, it was shortly afterwards that my paper slipped from my hands, and a terribly sickling fear came over me. What has habit been doing to me? The habit of finding fault, of reprimanding. This was my reward to you for being a boy? It was not that I did not love you. It was that I expected too much of you, too much of your youth. I was measuring you by the yardstick of my own years. And there was so much that was good and fine and true in your character. That little heart of you was as big as the dawn itself over the white hills. This was shown by your spontaneous impulse to rush in and kiss me goodnight. Nothing else matters tonight, son. I have come to your beside in the darkness, and I have knelt there, ashamed. It is a feeble atonement. I know you would not understand these things if I told them to you during your waking hours. But tomorrow, I will be a real daddy. I will jump with you and suffer when you suffer and laugh when you laugh. I will bite my tongue when impatient words come. I will keep saying as if it were a ritual. He is nothing but a boy, a little boy. I'm afraid I have visualized you as a man, yet as I see you now, crumbled and weary in your cot, I see that you are still a baby. Yesterday you were in your mother's arms, your head on her shoulders. I have asked too much, too much. Wow, amazing. I'm having goosebumps, literally right now. So yeah, this is a beautiful poem about the father and son relationship. And I don't know whether, girls can understand this, or, mothers can understand this, but I think guys can feel this, and I think fathers can feel this. So yeah, here's a request to you all. If you like this video, share it with your friends, share it with your guy friends, share it with your fathers and uncles and all that. And I think they will like it and they will resonate with it, because they want to tell their sons a lot of things, a lot of love, a lot of care they want to show, but they never do, because they gotta be strict in front of them. And because a dad is like a hero or maybe a mentor to a son, and a dad always has to wear this strong and strict mask. I don't know why, to have that relationship with the son. I mean, that's kind of weird, but that's how most dads are, and that's how the world works. So I think that's how things are. Like this video if you like it, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you. Goodbye.